Hi, welcome to the Old Geezer's Diary. I'm here at the place called Winchelsea Sands, which is just on the Sussex coast, facing out onto the English Channel down there, and I guess maybe around 100 miles south and quite a bit west of here are the invasion beaches from Normandy, where British, American, Canadian, all sorts of troops ran up those beaches under fire this morning 75 years ago. It was D-Day, and there were lots of guys out there who didn't come back, thousands of them. Over the course of the whole war there were hundreds of thousands, and it was a horrendous event. My dad was involved. He was out in India with the Royal Air Force. My uncle Ernie was involved. He was out in, I think, North Africa at that time with the Desert Rats. My cousin Whip, Ernie, another Ernie, nicknamed Whip, was out in the Far East where he was a Japanese prisoner of war. And all of those men as well are worth remembering. And I just think maybe we should do a bit of a rethink about things now, about how we remember people from the Second World War, because other than D-Day we don't really do a major celebration of all those lives, because I do believe it's important. It's less important to younger people, obviously, but without those men we wouldn't have the, I guess, civilization and society that we have in the UK, Europe and the world now. We've still got November the 11th when we have Armistice Day, which is a celebration of the end of the First World War. But I just think it would be nice to do something maybe on the 6th of June for the thousands and thousands of men, women and children around the world who were lost, really, during the Second World War. There were people all over the world, not just soldiers, not just airmen, not just sailors, but civilians of all kinds. In every country, really, almost every country lost some people. Many of the countries, obviously, or many countries, I think, in some parts of the world didn't get involved, thank goodness for them, good for them, like South America and so on. But in reality, many of the countries around the world were involved in one way or another and suffered losses. And I'm just wondering whether we should maybe have that 6th of June as a remembrance for all the people who died in the Second World War, so that now we're losing the old guys who were actually part of the invasion and part of the war. We can still keep remembering on the day that there was so important to them. I wonder about that. What do you think? Do you think the 6th of June would make a good World Remembrance Day for the lost men and women and children of the Second World War? I rather think it might do. I think it would be a good day. It's part of the summer. It's not winter. We don't stand there with our coats on. We can stand about and sit about and enjoy, hopefully, a bit of nice weather and remember those men and those women and those children who died in the Second World War, and include in that, of course, the men, the people who died on D-Day and in the subsequent campaign. Be a good thing to do, I think, the 6th of June, Second World War Remembrance Day and D-Day. I'm Chris, this is the Old Geezer's Diary. I'll see you soon.